Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to mathematics class for standard 7th, chapter 4, simple equations, part 1. Students, you are going to learn today the explanation of 4.1 exercise. Okay, so let's begin. Here you have to complete the table is given in the textbook, but here I have taken the explanation of each and every question. So it is in the form of solved one. You can see the first one, x plus 3. We have to find that whether the given value is actually matching or satisfying the equation or not. So how the satisfied gets satisfied? The equation gets satisfied when the left hand side and the right hand side becomes equal. So let us start. Our left hand side is x plus 3 and the value given for x is actually 3. So putting 3 plus 3 we get 6, which is not equal to right hand side 0. So we will say no, the equation is not satisfied. Now next question is actually x plus 3 is equals to 0. Now again we have to take the left hand side is x plus 3, right hand side is 0. So first of all, let us solve left hand side. In the place of x, whatever value is given to you, you have to put that. That is 0 plus 3 will give you 3. And see, the right hand side is 0. It is not 3. So again, in this question, our left hand side is not matching with the right hand side. So the value which is given to you in the table is not satisfying the equation. I hope, student, you followed this thing, that how you are going to do it. Now let us see number third one. It is x plus 3 is equals to 0. So here left hand side is x plus 3 and we have to put the value of x whatever is given, and it is given in this question as minus 3. So when you will put minus 3 and plus 3, you know minus plus minus, two opposite numbers are this. One is negative 3, one is positive 3, and they get cancelled in short we can say. So the answer becomes 0. And this 0 is actually given in the right hand side. See. So this question satisfies. That means left hand side is equal to right hand side. So the value which is given for x is actually correct value and it satisfies the equation. So what you are going to write as a concluding answer? You will write yes, the equation is satisfied. In the similar manner, students, you are going to solve till question number 11. All these is been explained in the live classes also. The next one is number 2. The similar manner, whatever tabulated form was given to you, student, now they have given you one different question wise questions. They have not tabulated and given. Again they are asking the same thing, that whether the value which is given to the question in front of the question, it satisfies or not. Satisfies means yes. If the answer is yes, then the value becomes the solution. Okay, the solution of the equation. So first question is n plus 5 comes 19 and we have to now solve left hand side n plus 5 and check whether the answer of this left hand side matches with the right hand side answer, that is 19. The value of n you have to take as 1. So when you will put 1 plus 5, the answer is 6 and it is not equal to 19, which is the right hand side. So we can say left hand side is not equal to right hand side, and so 1 is not the solution of the equation. In the similar manner, when you are going to put the value of n equal minus 2 in this equation, the left hand side and right hand side's answer does not match. As you can see, left hand side answer we get as minus 9 and right hand side is 19, so both are not equal. So left hand side not equal to right hand side. And that's why this equation value, whatever the value they have given in the round bracket, is actually not the solution of the given equation. In the similar manner, students, if you are going to go on solving number C, D, E, F, you are going to, sometime you are going to get the solution and in some questions you won't get the solution. Now let us go for the next question number 3. For this question again you have to find the value for the year. No value is given for P. See, two questions are there, 5P and 3M, where P value is also not provided in the question and M's value is also not provided in the question. That means you yourself have to find out. So this is the trial and error method. Now what is trial and error method? You keep on guessing one by one the natural numbers. So in the number which you will get the left hand side and right hand side equal, then that value becomes the solution. Okay, now let us first take the question number 1, where let us first guess that let us take p's value as 1. When you're going to solve this left hand side, you will get 7, which is not equal to 17. That means when you are taking the value of p as 1, so p as a 1, you are not getting left hand side equal to right hand side, and that's why we can say p equal 1 is not the solution. Let us guess for p equal 2. When you're going to solve it, again you get 12 and 17 as left hand side and right hand side, which are not equal. So again the guess of p equal 2 has not satisfied the given equation. So p equal 2 is also not a solution. Now the next guess is p equal 3. When you're going to solve this, yes, you get the correct answer as left hand side and right hand side are equal. So this value p equal 3 gives you the left hand side right hand side equal. So this p equal 3 becomes the solution. I hope students you followed this. So in the similar manner, the question number 2 is there, where you will take the trial and error method. That means you will keep on guessing m equal 1 or m equal 2 till you get left hand side equal right hand side. The next question is number 4. Now students, here you have to form the statement is given to you and you have to form the equation. Now this question 4 and 5 are opposite of each other, because here the statements are given to you and you will make the equations. But in question number 5, equations are given to you and you are going to form the correct equations. So in this manner, students, you have to do it. Okay, now what is the first statement? The sum of number x and 4 is 9. Sum means plus. That means you are adding x, you are adding 4, right? That is x plus 4. Is means is equal to, and you get the answer as 9. The second one is 2 subtracted from y is 8. Now for subtraction, you have to be very careful, because if from is given for subtraction, you have to take the number or letter which comes after from first. So you will write y first. Subtraction means minus. 2 is subtracted from y, so y minus 2. Is means is equal to, and you will copy the number 8 like this. You are going to form the equation from the statement. And in the similar manner, students, when the equations are given to you, you will form the statements. P plus 4 is equals to 15. You can write the sum of a number p and 4 is 15. For is equal to sign, you may write gives also, no problem. Okay students, so now let us move ahead. That's your question number 6. Here also questions are given in the form of statements, students. So these are the statements where you are going to be very careful and you are going to make the equation like this, which is given to you here. For question number 6, there are 3 equation formation is there, and I hope you will be able to do it fine. We'll move ahead for like this question number 2 and 3 is there. Okay students, as well as 4 is also there. We will move on to the next exercise 4.2. We are going to do only question number 1 and 2 today. That means in this video, and the continuation of 4.2 will be there in the next video. Now students, this method here for the solution is done by systematic method. Now for systematic method, what we do, whatever the numbers are there with the variable, we take opposite of that. Now here in the left hand side, you have a variable x, a number minus 1. So you have to take the opposite of minus 1 on both the side, that is on left hand side also and on right hand side also. So what is the opposite of minus 1? Minus 1 opposite is plus 1. So you will do plus 1 in the left hand side also and in the right hand side also. Now whatever answer, now minus 1 and plus 1 on the left hand side get cancelled. So only x is remaining, and 0 plus 1 you are going to get the answer. So 1 is. So what is the solution? X equal 1 is the required solution. This method is called as students systematic method. where what you do, you will add or subtract or multiply or divide. Now your question 1 is totally depending on addition and subtraction. So we are going to deal only with either adding one or adding the number to both sides or subtracting the number. See, your question number B is subtracting. How? Because your plus 1 is there with the variable x. So what we are going to take? We are going to take the opposite of plus 1, that is minus 1. Do minus 1 on left hand side also and right hand side also. So for left hand side, always the numbers get cancelled and the variable exists alone. So x is alone here, and whatever you are going to solve on the right hand side will become the solution. I hope students you understood this thing. Now after the solution you have to find that whether the value is correct or not. So what you are going to do? You are going to check. How you are going to check? You will put the left hand side value x minus 1 is equals to 0. You copy. Now 1 minus 1 is 0 and 0 is equal to 0. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can say yes, x equal 1 is the correct solution. In the similar manner, students, your all questions are there in your question number 1. Another method is transposition method, which I have already explained to you in the live class. Okay, students? Now like that, H till questions are there. And now as I told you, student, whole question number 1 is depending only on addition and subtraction. And now question number 2 is on multiplication and division. Your question A is C, 3L. Now whatever number is actually with the letter only, that opposite number we have to take. So here it is 3L. That means 3 multiply L. What is the multiplication opposite? Of course, division. So you have to divide by 3 on both the sides. See like this. So this 3 upper and lower side will get cancelled on the left hand side. Always see, for this systematic method, the left hand sides get the number cancelled and only the letter is left. And the right hand side, if you are going to solve it, you divide 42 by 3. You will get the answer 14, and this is the required solution. And after every solution, you have to check your left hand side's answer and right hand side's answer must be equal. Then only you can say that yes, whatever value you have just now found out, that is actually the required solution. Now for division 2, the opposite is multiple. So you will write multiplying both the side by 2. So when it get multiplied, this 2 and this 2 get cancelled and B is left alone. And 6 2s are 12 it becomes. And checking the answer will give you that yes, B equal 12 is the correct solution. In the similar manner, student, you have your question C, D, E, F, G and H. I hope students you have followed this thing, that how you are going to do this question 4.2 exercise question number 1 and 2. Systematic method I have showed you here, I have explained you here in the video, but in the live class I have explained both the methods, that is systematic method also and transposition method also. Okay, see you then. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.